Hello and welcome to this pit stop for Iliad Heroes of Troy, designed by Angelo Nikolaou and published by Escape Velocity Games. In Heroes of Troy, 2 to 4 players are going to be playing as factions as the gods, the Trojans or the Greeks. They're going to draw a hand of cards and they're going to be able to discard down because they're looking to retain cards of their own faction. On a player's turn, they're going to play a card, and the first thing they're looking to do is to match with these 4 traits at the bottom of every card. For example, if the God card player came in and played this, the first thing we're going to check is the faction, because no matter who plays the card, the faction on the card is going to score. In this case, it matches God, Strong and Warrior, therefore the God player is going to score 3 points. The Trojan player might play a Trojan card. Now that's not going to match faction, but with Strong and Tough, they're going to score themselves 2 points. The Greek player playing Idomeneus is not quite as lucky and can only match Tough, and that's going to score them 1 point. Now, you're not just going to have cards of your own faction in your hand. Sometimes you can be forced to play cards of another faction. So the God player, now it's their turn, might play a Trojan card, meaning the Trojan player is going to score any points this round. However, they've managed to make sure there are no matches, so the Trojan player gains nothing. But on that turn, that sets them up with Priam to match Hecuba for Trojan, and in this case, Charismatic as well. So the Trojan player scores 2 points. Now, as well as scoring the points for the matches, the second thing each player gets to do on their turn is to activate one of these 3 traits, which is not faction related, and they each have a special power. So Menelaus as a king will allow you to look at cards in the opponent's hand and steal one. The wise Athena is going to allow you to draw a card, then play another card, although you cannot activate a second trait whenever you play a second card on a turn. The strong Zeus is going to let you draw a card, then give a card away to another player. The sneaky Paris is going to let you steal a point from an opponent. The tough Achilles is going to let you cycle your hand by drawing 2 cards and putting 2 cards back into the deck. The brave Hero will let you play another card but score 1 fewer point for it. Hector as a warrior, if you choose that one from the 3, will allow you to just discard 2 of an opponent's points out of the game. The charismatic Helen lets you steal a card from another player, but then they get to draw a card. And the last power is pious, so Cassandra, for example, will allow you to gain a point, gain a card, and then choose another player and look at their hand. A round is going to finish when any player has no more cards left in their hand which are valid to play. I say valid because there's a Trojan horse, which will cost you 2 points if you have it at the end of a round, or Favour of the Gods, which will gain you 2 points, but these don't count for the end game condition. Once any player has won 2 rounds, that will be the end of Iliad Heroes of Troy. This has been a Game Pit Stop. For more videos like this, check out the Game Pit channel on YouTube. And for more in-depth coverage of gaming, please find the Game Pit podcast.